What's up? I'm DeJon.
I'm Brienne.
And I'm Storm.
And you're watching the Daily Podcast. Aha.
Yes, you are.
Shut up.
Okay.
So obviously we have a special guest in the building, Miss Storm Debarge.
Yes.
Instagram, you know her from all the viral dance videos and most importantly the Family Function series.
Yes.
That's been going viral. Icebreaker asks everybody that comes on the show this. Top 5 favorite LA rappers of all time.
Yikes.
Okay, we're gonna go from recent to like old.
Okay.
Joe Moses.
I know that's right.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that's good. That's a good sign.
Okay, I'm gonna say Joe Moses, YG.
Yes.
No Snoop, no Q.
Yikes. No. That's what I'm saying because it gets there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We got the Snoop, then we got Quick, but we also have Sugar Free.
Okay.
But it's just that the old school is hard for me. But we just gonna leave it right there.
Because there's so many.
Yeah, it's so many.
Right.
And I'm on some other shit when it comes to music. So, but yeah.
Well, that's not a bad top 5 at all. You started with Joe Moses. It's very interesting. Tell me, like, why you fuck with Joe Moses so heavy? Because people don't give him his props.
Honestly, I was in high school. I remember I heard one song. I was at a party, and I said, "Oh, he just understands. Like, he just gets it. He from the hood. He from LA. Like, he just get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, even just what he talk about, he understand what he's saying. Like, and he mean what he say, and he stand by what he's saying. You can see it. And at that time, I was like, damn, he had got locked up. I remember I was in high school. I was hurt because I'm like, this nigga need to be making music. Like, that's how much I enjoyed his music as a whole, and just also how I interpret it with dance. You know what I'm saying? Because the beats go crazy.
Okay.
Just everything, like, as a whole, the homie hard.
Bad.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Well, okay. How long have you been dancing though?
Since I was 5, and then it kind of just started like kicking up. You know, I started taking classes and stuff. Like I didn't really like it. Like I didn't like ballet and stuff. That just wasn't my thing. I was more so like the street dancer, the kid that was always in the backyard dancing, in the room dancing, like in my room, see her, like, you know what I'm saying. The girl in school always just making up stuff, but the jerking era came, and that was like my thing. So
wait a minute, hold on.
That's when it like that's when I realized like, oh, okay, girl, you're somebody.
That's my next question.
Yeah.
Okay.
How do you feel about the jerking era? Like, because for me, I feel like that was the time to be alive.
It was like we'll never get that back ever because it was just an era at that time we just needed to be there, and I wasn't like jerking straight out the gate. So like when the Rangers like Indigo Vanity and they came out, I wasn't jerking yet. I was just around everybody,
Just
like,
seeing it.
Yeah, I was just around everybody. So I was around the Rangers, just around Marvel Inc., just around everybody. So I'm like, oh, this is cool. Then I had like a little crush, and I was like, oh yeah, I think that if I start jerking, I'll be around just a little bit more.
But he gonna see me with these moves.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I'm gonna start jerking. But there's this guy named Johnny. He was a part of Marvel Inc. and I really liked his Dougie. And I was like, I saw it one time and I was like, oh yeah, no. So I just went home and I started Dougie. And then my guy brother schoolboy, you know what I'm saying, we locked in. And after that, I was just Dougie in, and I like took a title. Was just out here battling everybody. Yeah, so
I know that's right.
I know that's right.
And it's crazy because I've always been like into dance. Like I started dancing when I was in middle school, and I was like, okay, I actually really like this. You know, it's peaceful for me. You know, it takes me from reality to just in my own zone.
Exactly.
So I get it. Like I know how you feel about it. I know that shit just it's a different type of feeling.
Yeah. I only dance when I'm drunk.
And those are the best moments though, because I love to dance. It makes no sense.
I'm dropping moves nobody ever seen before.
Let me ask you, what do you think the jerking era meant to, like, as far as the West Coast coming back for a bit during that whole golden run? Did that spark it off for you? Was that the first time you really heard some LA shit cracking since the game? Was it the jerking era?
Yeah.
For me too.
For me too. Yeah. Facts. Yeah, that's definitely a yeah.
I remember, and let's stay on the jerking movement for a second. I remember like YG hit me up on MySpace like 2009, like, hey, like, stop calling me a jerking rapper. I'm not a jerking rapper. But I'm like, they jerking to your music though. Like, and I'm in school watching them jerk to your music. So, I feel like YG kind of, even though he wasn't a jerker himself, he kind of borrowed from that culture, and that's what sparked the whole
But he always gave respect, though. Like, True. He would be in the functions with us. Like, Mustard was DJing. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why, like, when I always talk about the parties now and stuff like that, I'm like, things are different. Like, we really was
totally
here, like,
different.
Really getting off, dancing, having fun.
You go to the parties now, they just on the wall. They want to look cool. It's cool. Like, turn this motherfucker up. Like, when we used to walk in the parties on bullshit.
What's the funnest party you remember from back in those days? Like, do you have one that stood out?
Dang. Oh, I went to I don't know how deep y'all was there, but did y'all remember 69 remixed by Young Sam?
Of course. So 69, you just like my ass.
What? So Young Sam hit me like, sis, you need to come, like, because I was the youngest of the pack. Okay. I was like the youngest of the pack, and I was the only girl. So it's like everybody just kind of like didn't always ask. My mom always said no, or like I just didn't have a ride or couldn't get there. But he hit me like, hey, I want you to come on a music video. Like, come. It's the remix with Marvel Inc. So I was like fangirling, like, oh my god. So she took me to the park. I met them. We was at Ladera Park, and that was my first music video. But I was like not in it at all. Like I would have to like pause it on that second to see me in the back.
That's like, crazy.
So it's insane because I was really in the back fangirling. I was just like, that was gonna be fun. And then we did Showdown LA at the convention center. We like sold it out, and like they had like crews from like all over the world fly out, and like we beat them and we won the whole thing. So that shit was like, but with Cooley, my videographer, like I've been dancing with him since I was 13. So like we did all that together.
That's fun. That's tight. That's really, really
to be a part of that history is dope. I can't wait to see like a documentary or something on that.
Right. I can't wait.
We're talking about it now. It's like just hard because it's a lot of people dead.
Yeah.
A lot of people just not here in LA no more. They're just not in that headspace. Like, just not where they want to be. And I kind of want it to be like what I want it to be.
Right. And everybody
I'm just like, I got time for that.
Yeah, but
it'll happen
get
one
who
day.
You can, right. Get who you can, and the people that actually want to do it, just appreciate that.
Yeah.
Because they're going to come with it. And that's what you want. You know, people that actually want to do it.
Yeah.
But for my next question is, I want to know what inspired you to start the family functions.
That question. So one, I'm always creating content and like visuals and stuff.
Yeah,
I'm like, shoot, what can I do? And I told Cooley, like, I kind of want to do a video at the park on some like chill regular day hood shit. Like when we was young, we used to just go to the park and just be playing all in the park, eating, just people grilling, smoking, sitting down, chilling, playing dominoes, playing spades. Like that was just a regular thing. So I was like, hey, I'm gonna just see if I could just pull it off. And then I'm like, Quan my homie, so why not try to put a little dialogue in there because he funny. So I'm like, hey, it's gonna be like me and Quan just at the park, and then we end up dancing. That was just my initial pitch to my videographer. That was it. He like, shoot, I'm down. Maybe we should throw in like a little skating just so we could show off a little skating, just like little things, monuments to the LA. So I was like, shoot, why not? So we just went up to Ladera Park, and it's crazy because it was actually a repass of somebody's hood. Like somebody died from their hood and they had a repass, but like it was like right next to the table we was at, and like we was sea walking. It was just a lot going on, and then like they saw us and they was like, okay, and they was like, okay, good. Like they was just like talking stuff like, what y'all doing? Because I have people come and, certain situations, people don't like to be at certain parks, what I'm saying? Like, it just be, we all know how that goes.
Right. It's LA.
So I was just like, dang, I really hope they don't say nothing about us doing this at this park. You know what I'm saying? Like, just on some stuff. Yeah. But they was really chill about it. And I was like, damn, like, this is, like, that's just normal stuff right there. Like, we was just dapping up them chilling, talking. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I was like, fuck it, let's just do the video. And we did it. And after the first one, I put it out, and mind you, it wasn't called Family Function when I did it the first time. I was writing a caption, and I was just like, what is this? Like, and then I remember what I said. I was like, shit, it's my family function, nigga. Like, and then I remembered it, and I was like, ugh, family function, duh. And then I used it, and after the first one, I didn't think I was going to make a second one. I just let it be. And then, like, day 3, my best friend was like, hey. And I was like, you thinking what I'm thinking? Yeah. And then I kind of like just like talking to him about everybody, like Auntie Linda, that's Auntie Linda right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? She was there. The first video we had like only a small Tupperware of like little burgers and hot dogs with like 10 people just trying to make it work. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was really it. And just trying to get view on LA. Like, people have a lot to say about it. People come out here, they have their own outlook on it, and just things that go on out here that we see every day. Right. So I just wanted to give a positive outlook on what it is. Like, you can actually feel it. Like, this is what we are, this is what we do. Mm-hmm. So you could just watch something and feel like you're there. You know what I'm saying? So that was my
because I feel like that every time I see the family function. Like, it makes me feel like, oh my God, this shit just it's
you
so
can relate.
lit.
You can relate.
And it looked like
it looked like something that LA needs to be a part of. Like, period. Like, it just seemed fun. It seems like everybody is just being themselves, having a good time, no bullshit. Like, that's what we need. That's what we need to promote in LA. Mm-hmm. It's already too much. Oh, you can't come to LA because of this. Yeah. Nah, you can come out here and have a good ass time. And I feel like that's what you're promoting. Mm-hmm. And we need that. Yeah.
For sure. I want to ask you about, I remember like maybe a few weeks ago or whatnot, could have been a month by now, you had went on some podcast or some media platform, you got asked about LA rap, and your response was, you prefer the older sound generation of LA rappers. Could you get into that a little bit? Like, cause I agree with you kind of. Yeah. Of course, that's why I called it the golden era, because that's my favorite. Yeah. That's why I called it that, obviously. So I kind of agree with you. But what do you mean by that? Like, you feeling?
Yeah, my initial response was that it was trash, and like, I just really don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we have our own opinions, and I stand on that. And what I say is what I stand on. So if I feel that way, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say it. And I was reading the comments. I was talking back to people who didn't agree. You know what I'm saying, or had their own opinions, and I said I totally respect y'all for that. But in my eyes, I just feel like nobody's really giving us like mixtapes. Like, they're not giving us good mixtapes to the point where we're not skipping them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just playing through. Like, if you put that on shuffle, it's like, we don't even got to worry about it. It's playing. There it is. You can play it at any party. You can play it anywhere. Like, when we was going to parties from like, what was the era? Like 2011, 10 to like 15, 16. We was I cut it off at 16. Yeah, we was in our bag. Like, parties every weekend. Every song that played went up. There was no issues in the parties. Like, the rappers was not beefing the way they was right now. Nobody was dying. Like, it was just like everybody was kind of on some cool stuff, featuring on each other's stuff. Like, just all that. It was never no issues. It was never no politics for real, unless it was just like, little hood stuff. Right. But other than that, it really was no politics. Now I just feel like everybody either sound the same, only give us singles here and there. Just add a couple auto-tune and a couple instruments on it, and then keep the same sound. Like, I don't know. But I have like my favorite, but also to remember that I am a dancer, so I do look at it and feel at it a whole different type of way.
Yeah, I took it as a professional opinion. Yeah. Because I do look at you as someone who's involved in the rap industry because you dance and promote the music. Mm-hmm. Right. So when I saw, what you said and saw your tweet about it, to me it was just like a professional opinion. And I kind of agree with you. Like I said, I just wanted to ask you, so what was the last project that did like make you feel like you can listen to it? Yeah.
The latest one was probably Six Tape. Like,
I was gonna say that too. That's crazy.
That's the latest. No, I'm trying to tell you, like that. Like, listening to that, we listen to that every day. Like, that you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just something you could do. I never skip like one or two. Like, it just, they kind of brought that back, that feel for me, and that's why I fuck with them so heavy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, okay, all right. Like, this made me feel good, but everything else, I'm just like, okay, maybe it's just not my type of vibe. Right. Maybe you just, maybe that's just not what you want to do.
Maybe it's just not it.
And that's music.
That's okay. That's okay until it's not. Yeah. But we talk about it all the time. We talk about it all the time. But I have one last question. I would like to know what dancers inspired you, like, coming up?
Michael Jackson. James
good one.
Janet. Yes. I didn't have like any like professional dancers that like choreograph and stuff. I never had nobody younger like favorite because I didn't really know that was a thing. So like when I was growing up, Chris Brown was still in that kind of that bag. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of. That man was
those were like my top three. Like Janet for sure, Michael, James Brown. Like I was just watching them all the time when I was little. Sierra had her little moment too for me.
Yeah. Sierra had her moment. She be doing it. She be doing it. That's one thing I can say about her. When it comes to dancing, she gonna tear it up.
Mm-hmm. So,
okay. I know that's right. I love those. Especially Michael. Because Michael is
Yeah.
Nobody's seeing Michael dance. He's a performer.
Yes.
And I love that. Okay, you guys, you know what time it is. It is Tweet of the Week.
Da, da, da.
Okay, so the tweet is from @Mr. Player Partner.
That's a Twitter nigga right there.
Yeah, I know y'all know him. But the tweet says, "Bitch can be mad at you all day, then hit you like, are you still coming over?"
He had to sound like going up with that one.
Now listen, let me say one thing about me. One thing about me, I don't give a damn how mad you are. You better bring your ass home. Period. Come home. I done cooked. The kids miss you. No, I'm just
oh my God, where did these kids come from?
what kids? Nah, but for real, like I feel that shit. Yeah, I'm gonna be mad. You can piss me off, but that don't mean I don't want to see you.
Right.
You know how y'all feel? How you feel?
I was under the tweet.
Yeah, that's on the screen. It's on the screen.
I'll put it out. Yeah, it's gonna be on the screen, y'all. Yeah. I was reacting to it because that shit is funny. I done did that so many times.
Immature.
So you still coming?
Yeah,
so you're not gonna come?
You need to.
What you want to eat?
Yes.
You gotta pull up.
We ain't talking for 7 hours. What you want to eat?
All right, so another politic to talk about: Kendrick Lamar's boots at Coachella. That's definitely written on the board. I wish I could show you. But Kendrick popped out with Baby Keem during their, I think it was Weekend 2 set at Coachella, and he wore the boots that had the LA Dodgers logo and a few other emblems going on. How do you guys feel about the fit? It's on the screen, so we're gonna pretend it's right here on the screen. How do you feel about the fit?
I wasn't mad at it until I saw the boot.
Right.
Oh my mama,
I was like, never did he walk out like
with
that.
Those.
But then at the end of the day, I was like, that's some rockstar shit, so I'm here for it.
Yeah, but
he could do that.
Yeah, only he can do that for sure.
Facts. Yeah. I like she said, the fit was busting for me. I already told y'all I love the scarf. That was my favorite.
I'm here.
That was my favorite.
Cowboy bucket hat.
But once you got to them boots, it was just like.
But he must have.
You just threw that shit on. But you know what? You know what I know about Kendrick? He is a man that is just gonna do whatever he wants to do.
That's true.
Wear whatever he want to wear. Drop music whenever he want to drop music.
That's
go
true.
listen wherever. Like it's just this is a man that do whatever the fuck he want to do. So I mean, more power to you. Shit, we can't even afford them damn boots.
That's true. It was given like Compton Farm. It was like Compton Farmish.
The scarf probably cost.
The whole damn fit probably. My whole life, I ain't even gonna hold you.
You think those boots were expensive?
Hell yeah, I think that was.
It looks like somebody just bought the boots and slapped them.
Yeah, the little croc things, the little croc things all over them. That's what.
But you know what? You know what I learned? I learned that the shit that looked like that cost the most.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like it was strategic. I feel like just like him popping out at the Dodgers game the other day. And had everybody going crazy. Right. You don't never see Kendrick.
Ever.
So to see him wearing the boots at Coachella and popping out at Dodgers game and taking pictures with fans, it lets you know that he's seriously dropping the album. Right. Like, this is not just a rumor.
Crazy.
He's really dropping the album.
I'm going to tell you real quick because I love telling the story because it's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
We were in rehearsal and I was trying to we were done doing a take from Super Bowl. Like we were going over it, right?
Yes.
And I because the artists were there at this point, but we're day 100, so let's keep running it.
Right.
So I'm like, let me just turn around, go back to my spot. So I said, turn around, go to my spot. And then Kendrick was like, we're like this, and I was like,
Starstruck.
how am I? And he was like, I was like, Storm. And then he was like, nah, your work is so cool. He was like, I want to work with you. Like, you're amazing. Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing amazing here. And I was like, nah, you're amazing. And then he's like, nah. I was like, nah. I'm going to love that. So I just walked away. And then the whole day I rehearsed, I was just like, did a nigga just talk to motherfucking Kendrick Lamar?
Can we shot up to that? Can we shot up to that? I love that.
Choreographing the Super Bowl. We forgot to mention that.
Yes. And you meeting a fucking legend.
Yeah, congrats. Legend.
And he's right. Y'all are legends.
Thank you.
All of y'all.
Yeah. And then we had a second run in, and that's when I knew God was really trying to tell me something.
Oh, you saw him after that?
Huh? Yeah, so after the performance, we was all celebrating. And then we all walked to the garage, the parking lot that we all parked in, and they parked in there too. Well, their trucks, whatever. So we were walking out security, walking, and I looked over and it was him. And I was like, okay, we're just walking out together. So like walking. And then I was like, man, you did so good. Congratulations. He was like, no, congratulations, you did amazing. And then he was just like, get in contact with my team here. I have stuff coming up and I would love for you to be a part. And I was like, nah, like keep doing what you're doing. He's like, you keep doing what you're doing. And I was just like, bet. Yeah. Went in my car and I was like, never is this happening. Because that man is like really, he's just, yeah.
How was that whole experience though? We skipped it during the Q&A, but we forgot about it during the Q&A. How was that whole experience choreographing that halftime performance, like that epic halftime performance? Probably the best halftime performance ever.
Halftime performance I've ever seen.
Is that Beyonce?
Yeah, because we know Beyonce is just Beyonce. She's gonna give you a shot.
Right.
But with this one, it was just like
LA.
You feel LA, like you just know LA is in a building, and then with you choreographing everything, it just set it off because we know who you are. LA knows who Storm is, you know. So seeing you up there and knowing that you just put a stamp on everything, and it just changed everything. Yeah, so that was great. That was great.
Yeah, I kind of like spoke it in like into existence. You know, manifest. I manifest a lot. I talk to God a lot. I said I wanted to do it, and then when I saw Fatima post it, she's like the queen of dance. So she like runs shit tight. She posted it like, you know, she's doing it, and I was like, shit, I gotta do this. So I remember I posted it on my story like, I have to do this. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna do it. And then I tweeted it like, Lord knows how bad I want to dance at the Super Bowl. And then I got sick. I was sick as fuck, and she called my phone. Well, D-Smoke hit me like, hey, my homegirl trying to get in contact with you. Can I give her your contact? And I was like, yeah. And she told me who it was, and I was like, never. Then she called me, and she would basically propose what she proposed, and then everything started moving from there. Like, we had the auditions, and I kind of like, I think in the moment, it was cool to say like, you know, I tell my friends and family like, oh, you know, I have auditions for Super Bowl today. But I feel like it just was me saying it, and I was just going to do it, but I didn't understand what was really going on.
Right.
Because it was just so much going on. Like, you got to audition. Now we got to think about all this stuff, you know. Like, it's a 3-4 week process where it's over 200 people in production, plus the 150 dancers, plus the artist team, plus the entourages, plus the NFL camera crew, plus Pepsi's camera crew. Like, you're just always have to be on go, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
so there was no time for me to be like, oh, I'm doing a Super Bowl. Like, no, like, we're here now.
You didn't have time to
like,
really like take it all in and be like, damn, I'm really doing a Super Bowl. It was like, okay, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Damn, I'm doing a Super Bowl, but I gotta do this, I gotta do that. You know, like
I didn't see nobody. I told myself I wasn't gonna go see nobody. Like, I was like, I can't see you. I'm sorry, I can't go out. Nope, I can't come here. Nope, I can't go here. Nope, I can't do this because COVID. You know what I'm saying? They had us getting tested every day, so it was just kind of home like 8 to 12 hour rehearsal, go home. 8 to 12 hour rehearsal, go home.
Yeah.
And throughout those rehearsals, I was just like, damn, this is reality. Like, there's moments where I'll just be like, damn, this is really happening. Just seeing people work, seeing how the artists work, seeing how they're all older now, like seeing Mary J and 50 be at the age that they're at, and they just coming in like, yeah, we just finna do this, and let's just like, you know, let's do this. We're gonna be professional, and let's get up out of here. Like, we are not young no more, nigga. This is what we're doing, right? You know what I'm saying? So it was just a good feeling to be in a workspace like that. When the Rams played the game, when they won to go to the Super Bowl, like when we had to figure out if they was going to the Super Bowl, right? Snoop was like, oh no, cuz we gotta watch this. So we're in the middle of rehearsal, and I was just like, never. So everybody looking at the TV because it's a big ass TV in there, and we all just stopped rehearsing and we just watching the last like 3 minutes of the game. So I'm just like, okay, I'm like, because if the Rams win, this is like even crazier.
Yeah, it's super.
And mind you, all the dancers, you know, they come up to me like, bro, if the Rams win, you know how that goes, because you know it was only me and like 2 other people that was from LA. So everybody else, they're like professional dancers. They're in the industry, so they got for things like this. You know, they move out here for this type of stuff. Right. So it was only like 3 to 4 of us that was really in there, you know, from here. So they like looking at us like, if the Rams win, y'all know what that means. So like, I couldn't even look at the game. I was behind the set, and I was just in the corner like, God, please, God, let them win, let them win. And then I heard everybody start yelling, and then the niggas came running up to me like, bro, and I'm like, bro, and I was gonna start crying, and this nigga Snoop was like, oh, my mama's cut, Rams won. I'm like, this fool, like, even at rehearsal, he like, bet you I'm not gonna get on TV. He like, bet you I'm not gonna get on TV and throw up the set. They like, you're not gonna do it. And the nigga showing up, went up there and was like, "Crib." I was like, never.
All that he cool.
But it was cool.
Right.
Like, the whole situation was cool. I never had like a problem, nothing. Everybody treating me with respect. Like, loved the whole process. But the day of, I must have thought, I forgot I was doing that hoe. Like, I just, like, I didn't go to sleep. Like, I woke up at 6 to get my hair done, my makeup done. I was just like, everything was just happening. Because now you're on Instagram, everybody's like, oh, Super Bowl today. Like, Super Bowl, everybody's talking about Super Bowl. So I'm like, oh, shit, we're here now. Like, people are texting me, like, good morning, Storm. Like, today's the day. I'm like, today's the day. So I get there, and we're, like, in the tent, like, getting hair, makeup ready, you know, and it didn't hit until we were in the tunnel, like, right before we went on. So, like, everybody was in their zone, you know what I'm saying? Like, 4 hours, everybody got the headphones on, like, and I'm over here talking to everybody, like, 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 just like we not for the Super Bowl, we all eating lunch, like, we just all sitting down talking. Oh, no, like, we got there, we had to get there at 12. I think I got there at 1, and they had, like, you know, the whole food, like, shit for us. And, like, we sat down, was talking, eating, just taking pictures, like, you know, just chilling before we had to go. And right before we walked over, I remember we was in a little tunnel, and we were behind the set, because it was, like, the set, you know, once the halftime started, we got to hurry up and go, because it's time. So they got to do the set first, and then it's the lights, and then it's us, you know. So we had to wait there. So, like, that was just crazy. Like, they're like, they're like, 5 minutes, guys. So I'm like, okay, 5 minutes. Like, everybody's talking still, praying, and then it got quiet for a second, and the Kendrick boys was right there, and my homegirl Sheila Patrick was there, and I looked at them, and I was just like, because you see how powerful that piece was. Like, just seeing that every day was crazy to me. So I looked at them, and I was like, wow. And they looked at me, and they was like, nigga, you did it. And I was like, bro. And then they was like, go ahead. And then, like, I started crying a little bit. And I was like, no, my makeup. And I was like, I can't do it. And I was like, I can't do it. And then I just looked at them. And then I got, like, teary-eyed. And I just, like, walked away. And I was, like, praising God for a second. And they're like, all right, y'all, it's y'all turn. Get to y'all spot. And then, like, we had to go to our spot. And there's a video, I don't know if y'all saw it on my Instagram, of, like, an angle of me, like, praying. Like, I'm looking up, like, praying. I'm, like, looking up, praying. And my little brother had got it from the angle, like, right on stage, right before I walked on stage. And at that moment, I was just like, this is real. God, you're insane. Yes. And I appreciate every moment, like, literally. Yes. And then the music started, and that shit said, doom, doom, doom. And my back started sweating, and my hands started sweating. I said, oh my God, that's when you know. That's when you're about to fuck it up. Because you get nervous. I'm going to forget this. You get nervous real quick. The worst part. Get it together. Not the worst part, because I know I'm a thug, but soon as I got on the car, like, soon as I jumped on the car to dance, my in-ear fell out.
Your what?
My in-ear. So the in-ear, you got to wear the in-ear the whole show, because to y'all, well, from the TV to the people at the stadium, it's echo. It's echo. So we're on the same as the artists. So when they're talking to us, they're our in-ears. Okay. So the music's playing. So, but if it falls out, I will be off count. Right. Because it's off beat in the stadium. Exactly. It's an echo. So as soon as I started, it fell out. And when I tell y'all, I almost picked it up, but I forgot it was on TV. So, like, I just kicked it off the car, and I just counted in my head to be on time for the next day. You did? Bro, I was shook. No, I was shook because we got to the C-Walk section, and I heard it, but I heard the dun, dun, dun. But to us, it's like, dun. I'm like, oh, I'm going to be off. They finna see me. I'm the first one to come out. And I wasn't even supposed to do the C-Walk with them. So I just got hired to choreograph it and then freestyle for 50 Cent part and Mary part. But she put me in 2 days before the Super Bowl. So she was like, we was talking. She like, where are you after you get off for 50 when Mary started? And I was like, girl, I'm already off stage. Like, they ain't watching the show. Like, I'm watching the rest of the show. And then she was like, oh, no. I'm finna call wardrobe. And I'm finna get you, she, and Shalee, which my two other homegirls. I'm finna get y'all, and y'all doing the C-Walk with the boys. So, and I was like, what? I said, I'm finna stop playing with me. Yeah. Okay. You are. Do you really want to do that? I'm gonna get off on y'all. Like, and that was the best fucking scene. That was a great feeling. Yeah. That was a great. That was the best scene.
Well, I don't know about you, but I was at home, like, standing up, yelling at the TV. You feel me? Just being an LA rapper now. As soon as I said, I know that's not Storm. Yes. Oh my God! Like, I was just so excited. I can imagine, because I get nervous. That's some people don't know about me, but I get nervous. So I couldn't even imagine performing in front of all those people. So just congrats on that. Right. For real.
Congratulations.
But speaking of Snoop, let's talk about him charging $250,000 for a verse. A recent interview he just did, he said that that's his fee. Plus he charged another $250 in order to appear in the music video. You got 1 hour to film with him. Period. So if you're a rapper, are you paying that $500,000 or that $250 for the verse? What's up?
One, I respect it.
I hear you. No, he deserves it for sure. He's Snoop Dogg, most famous person on earth.
What? Two, it's like, if you that cold of a nigga and you that cold of rapper and you just really believe in yourself and you feel like that track and that's gonna help you get to where you gotta go, do the fuck you gotta do.
All right, shout up.
Shout up.
Cheers.
She put it.
You're dying laughing over there. This that type of show, I guess.
I'm crying at she lit. That's what took you. Oh my God, y'all funny. Morgan, please. You need to leave.
So let's talk about some music. My favorite topic.
Yes, music.
So there's some new music out from the city. Obviously, Blast dropped this album Before You Go.
Yes.
Blast is a phenomenal artist. One of the best artists we've had in recent years. We just talked about 681, 682. Did you hear the project?
Yeah.
You heard the project?
Yes.
How'd you feel about it?
I liked it. There was only probably like 2 to 3 songs that I really, really liked though.
Okay.
I don't know the names to them though, but I did definitely like listen to the whole thing. Just let it play.
Mm-hmm.
Went back on some, skipped some, then went back on some. So it was like just me trying to figure it out, I guess, because I'm a big Blast fan.
Okay.
So yeah,
same.
It was cool though. It was cool.
How you feel about Mr. Bree?
I liked it, but you know how I feel about Blast. I feel like he needs to give us a little bit something different. But the beats are always on point. Like every song, like even if I didn't really care for the words too much, I'm like, damn, like the production on his songs are just amazing. You can tell that they really take their time in the studio when it comes to making his music.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I really enjoyed the most about it. So
I feel like home.
It definitely does, you know, and he definitely has his own style. He kicked that door in and he's been doing his thing, and that's all I can really say about it. You know, I see great things for Blast, and I just want him to continue doing what he do.
Right, well, first off, congratulations on the album Blast and the Eagle team and Vic and Red Bull Records. Charles, everybody over there, shout out to you. Another great rollout. I do have my critiques on the album, but let me start with a positive thing. First off, I love the Fake Love in LA record.
Facts.
Love it. Phenomenal.
I
love the lead single About You that was already out. I love it.
Already out, yeah.
Love it. It's another song, I think it's called Pick Your Poison with Grandmaster Vic, who's the violinist who made our Unsigned LA last week.
Yeah.
So there are some standout tracks, some good tracks on there. But for the most part, I just didn't enjoy the album. Like, it just wasn't my vibe. It was a little too slow. I feel like summer's coming up. It's warm. It's hot as fuck today.
No, I agree.
So it's no like party records. It's no like slip and slide. I need to slip and slide once a day or something. Right. And Blast has, you know, this was an important moment. It's his sophomore project, so he doesn't put out a plethora of music to begin with. It's his sophomore solo project. It was important that, you know, they avoid the sophomore jinx, and I feel like they fell victim to the sophomore jinx, just in my opinion. For this project, the project like lacked attitude, in my opinion. Okay. It didn't have attitude. It didn't have that make you want to listen to it type of demeanor to it.
Right, like I'm not gonna get in my car and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna play the new Blast. But it was a cool album, you know?
Like we said last week, where's Bino? Because on the track list, Bino wasn't on it. Bino's not on the project. So where's Bino? I need that Bino feature to bring a
That's
hood.
what I was thinking too.
To bring one day just a match made in heaven musically, but also to bring that hood element to it. Blast not a hood cat, so I feel like him or his team should have made sure that Bino and Mozzie and some of his more hood collaborators were involved in it to add some edge to it.
Do you think it was giving more mainstream this go around?
An attempt at mainstream.
I was going to say attempt because it doesn't really even give me mainstream. Right. It gives me I wanted to do mainstream, but this is a mixtape.
It gave me polished. That's the vibe it gave me. It gave me like, we're trying to polish this act and make him a commercial act. But it's like, no, you do that by giving it attitude. Right. Like, you got to have him scorching hot in the streets. He's hot, but you want to have him scorching hot in the streets, like undeniable hot. He's still not, you know, even though he's more of a rap singer, he's still not RJ 2013, 2014. You get what I'm saying? LA still hasn't topped that as far as scorching hot in the streets.
Yeah.
And I feel like Blast his team should have pushed him to go in that direction. Like the project should have had some more hood elements, in my opinion.
You're right, and it's so funny that you said that because on our A Day in LA page on Twitter, we asked who was the most overrated rapper.
Yeah, that was today. That post
today, and somebody said Blast.
Yeah, and they got on their heads,
and it was crazy because a lot of people don't even know that Blast actually raps.
Yeah, that's true.
And
he should have rapped on the project
I
too.
was just about to say, I feel like if he shows that side of him, because we seen him in the ciphers and all of that stuff, so we know that he can rap. But he gives us the rap singing, and sometimes we want to hear you rap.
Just sometimes.
You don't got to do it every album, but just it's good to switch it up and just give us something different. And I think that's what we're looking for when it comes to him.
Something different.
Well, hopefully he drops or has singles like with people for the summer.
Right. For the summer, I agree. So Mixed by CA, who's an engineer who's worked with Dom Kennedy, you know him?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, cool. He Chris is his name? I only know his Twitter name. Okay, cool. So he tweeted the other day, so niggas asked for it'll be on the screen. So niggas asked for a new LA sound, but Blast sound already getting old. Go play, just read up to and leave niggas alone. I thought it was hilarious.
I saw that.
Yeah, I thought it was hilarious. I made a little piece of content and reposted on Instagram, and it sparked some, good conversation. A lot of people saying, if you don't, people run with that same narrative that if you don't like everything every LA rapper drops, you're a hater.
I hate when people say that.
I can't stand that. It's like I don't have to like every Blast song or every Blast project to one, be a Blast fan, or two, be an LA rap fan.
Right.
Or to three, not be a hater.
Yeah.
Like some people were feeling the album, some projects, some people weren't.
Right. We have the crazy thing is we have so many artists in LA, like before our time, and we can say we like this song, or we like this song, No, we don't really care for this song.
Yeah.
Or we didn't like this album, but this song is fire.
Yeah.
Why can't we say that about the LA artists today without everybody feeling the type of way? Like, or trying to call us haters?
I feel like it was like how I said back then, there was like a plethora of LA artists that were all scorching hot at one time.
That's true.
Yeah. Now there's not.
Yeah.
I agree.
So it's going to be talked about.
Right.
Blast.
They're going to feel the type of way.
Blast is dropping and dropping and dropping and dropping. So yeah, if this is what everybody's listening to and that's what's hot right now, yeah, you're going to keep hearing it.
Right.
Bitches love Blast. Niggas love Blast just because that nigga has good music. So if there's less people that are doing what they're supposed to be doing, of course he's going to be talked about the most.
Right.
Because y'all not doing y'all shit either. So where is y'all at? Step up. That's what I be saying.
I agree. It has to do with like community, as far as, so people are saying like they're tired of hearing that Blast sound. My counter to that would be maybe if there were other artists doing it and bringing some variation to it,
right,
we would accept that as the new LA sound.
Right.
But we're not accepting Blast sound as the new LA sound. We do see a lot of people saying it's repetitive. On No Jumper, I said it was redundant.
I said remember that. Yeah.
But you feel me? I feel like I want to hear some other people take a swing at that sound and bring some different layers to it, because just hearing Blast being the only person that do it, because when Bino do solo shit, it don't sound like that.
Right.
It's much hooder.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So
you get like the On My Souls and the Bozo and all of that.
And then Jason Cash hasn't dropped his project, even though it's dropping in May, Read the Room, and we're about to talk about him in a second. But he works with the EC Boys, and he kind of has that sound production-wise, but we haven't heard a full project from him yet. Mm-hmm. So it's only Blast who's dropping projects that sound like that. Right. So we can't really accept that as the new sound yet. You get what I'm saying? Like G-Funk wasn't just one album. It was like different acts, different groups making it. Ratchet wasn't just YG. It was Joe Moses, it was RJ, it was Ty Dolla $ign, T-Fly, so many Ratchet rappers. Yeah. So, in order for Blast sound to be accepted as a new LA sound, other people would have to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Otherwise they gotta put the work in.
That's true.
People I feel like people be used to mediocre, like just be used to being comfortable because they cool with being hood famous.
That's true.
Like LA hood famous.
People get complacent out here easily.
Yeah, like, I got one banger. I'm that nigga.
That's it.
Honestly, I feel like that's what Joe Moses kind of said. He kind of said that he was comfortable with being who he was and being, the local nigga that everybody can come to, talk to with the whoop, and it kind of like made him miss out on his chance of being a superstar.
I remember seeing that too.
So, I feel like when it comes down to these artists, you got to know what's good for you, and then if you take the route to be just a local nigga, you gotta know that you took that route, and you gotta acknowledge that you took that route. Yeah. Don't try to blame everybody else and make everybody else feel the type of way because your music is not doing what you think it should be doing.
And people don't have to like your music. People
Thank you.
Just like people don't have to like how I dance.
Yeah. Thank you. That's just what it is.
Everybody gotta like
everything you do.
Everybody has different opinions.
Let's talk about the next piece of music on the docket. Jason Cash's Top Down single and music video. I'm loving it. Love it.
I love anything.
I didn't see the music video, but the song, I love the song. Like, I feel like Jason Cash and Mustard was meant to meet each other and get this shit going because it was like, you could just tell he felt so comfortable on the beat.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Fit him like a glove.
It fit him like a glove. It was perfect. It had the soul feel and the ratchet.
Ratchet. It felt like a golden era.
It was like a okay, like I feel this, but I can turn my ass to it too. That's what I'm saying. And I like that type of music, especially like y'all said with summer coming up. We need that.
Those type of bangers. Yeah. Some fun records, some levity. Yeah,
I loved it.
How did you feel about it?
Yeah, I like Jason Cash. He cool. That's my bro. Like we locked in. I did one of his music videos. What's the song called?
Been in My Bag.
Yeah.
Yes.
I did that music video for him. He hit me with him and we like chopped it up for a second. I just really liked his energy and how he like presented business and how we just like it just got it done. There was no like bullshit about it. Like, I want you to come dance. How much? Oh, okay, cool. Here you go. Here's your money. Here, do what you gotta do. These your folks. We locked in. So just like I always told him from there. Like he came to the family function. I was like, man, I fuck with you. So everything he do, just music wise, I fuck with it. I like the choices he makes. Just a good artist all around, energy and everything.
Right.
Man, well, congrats to Jason Cash on officially signed to Atlantic Records. I saw that person.
Yeah, I was like, yo, congratulations. God is doing his thing.
I've always liked me some Jason Cash. Like he just, like she said, energy is just there. You know, he wants to do what he want to do as far as his music shit, and he gonna tap in with everybody that taps in with him, and I love that.
Like after he don't act funny, he don't. Dropped, I was like, oh, he cold.
Oh, because I gave him the B+. Well, if I hadn't did that, he would have never linked with Mustard.
You know,
so, God works in mysterious ways.
No, God does work in mysterious ways. That's how I was like,
yeah. Let's talk about one more amazing record. This is probably my favorite song right now.
I feel like you was gonna say that.
It is. I love it. Like Westside Boogie's record and music video. That shit fire to me.
Let me tell you.
They go up in the whip.
So
too.
I was supposed to be in it, but I was booked on another job. So I came up with the little bit of choreo he did. I came up with that.
Look, everywhere she's
right. I had to do a video of me in my house doing moves because I did like a whole routine, but his team sent back just a little bit more easier. So I just did another one, and then he chose moves he liked. So then I sent it back again. And then when I saw it, I was like, "Oh, okay."
Oh, video came out fire.
No, it was hard, and the song hard, and that's what I like. He gonna do what he do, and he's just cold. Yeah. He kind of drop when he want to drop fast. He be playing.
He needs to drop more. That's my critique. That's my critique. He needs to drop more, but when he does drop, it's amazing.
It is.
It reminds me of Kendrick a little bit, or somewhat. It reminds me of Kendrick. He's in that Kendrick bag. Yeah. He has his own little twist to it,
right?
And it's
a little bit more hood.
Yeah, hooder. He has a project coming this summer, so I can't wait.
It's the same. I can't wait.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
It's gonna be dope.
Yeah. You know how I feel about Westside Boogie. I love him. I feel like he's one of our most underrated artists.
I agree.
And he just got that energy for me. Like he give me that hood. I told you, he put me in every emotion that I want to feel at the moment. You feel me? And I love that about him. This one right here was great for me because I love me some Shelly, aka DeJon.
Yeah.
And I was never expecting them to work together. So just hearing them two, it was just this is fire. And it came out exactly how I thought it would. Just fire.
I wonder why DeJon switched his name. Was it a label thing or something? I don't know. He switched it from
we
DeJon
would like to
Shelly.
know. Let us know.
Yeah, for sure. I'll research that. But make sure you check out Westside Boogie's Jason Cash Top Down visual. The video was fire too. And of course, Blast This Before You Go project.
Right.
All right, y'all know what time it is. It's time to play the drawing game.
Yeah.
Where we'll get drunk and then we'll draw LA rappers in about 60 seconds. And you'll comment who won or who didn't win or whatnot.
I always lose this game, so we gonna see.
Yeah, me too. I've been losing
We
lately.
gonna see.
Let's start, Morgan.
All right, y'all.
Which rapper we draw first?
Our first rapper today is gonna be Sugar Free.
Oh my God!
Here I go drawing snowman.
Like a slick bag.
This is not good.
30
seconds.
I'm so sorry. I just don't think I'm making the team today. He looks too happy.
Yeah, oh God.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pencils down. Let me see him.
Sugar free.
Oh, look at Breeze. And she
Hers
the whole
is
thing.
decent. That's cool.
Haters be like,
I actually.
He don't have eyeballs. He can't even see. What are you looking at? Let me see.
What are you saying, bitch? Look.
I don't know. His hair is longer than that.
Yeah, his
this is giving the, yeah, I love you, baby, but not like that.
Who won? Who won?
I don't know, y'all.
I
I
did.
like Breeze. He got his medicine, bro.
I
The next rapper that we will be drawing is Roddy Ricch.
Oh,
Cool,
wow.
that's fun. I don't have a brown.
You do.
I got a brown. Hold
I
on.
have it.
Oh. I'm finna draw all them little dots that be on his forehead.
Oh,
No, he did it, bro.
That's all right.
That's sad because I'm on the same type of time.
That's all right. That's all right. He got enough money.
You right.
I'm gonna make him red because he got acne.
30 seconds.
Nigga got psoriasis.
I hate.
Psoriasis. Don't he got like green eyes or something?
3, 2, and 1. Pencils down. Let me see him. Oh shit!
Hey. Oh, that's pretty good.
Oh my god!
That was good.
I like that. Yours is an Eskimo.
It's the hands for me.
I don't want to draw.
Let me see. He look like remember when Mulan went to go try to
Oh,
Roddy, you got you fucked up. I got you right, you got your chains.
Yeah.
A little bit of glasses.
Shout out to
Probably
Roddy.
like
Shout out to
Snore for sure one out.
For sure, shout out to Roddy.
Our last one today is going to be
It better not be Dom Q.
Joe Moses.
Ooh. Perfect.
Joe Mo.
Here's your bar.
I'll do it for the ratchet.
Pass it when you're done, please.
Okay.
Damn, this is supposed to be a hat, y'all.
I don't know how to do no braids.
Damn, why do I keep putting smiley faces on these niggas' faces? They do not be smiling like that.
This is the funniest Joe Moses ever.
3, 2, and 1. Oh, that nigga was so adorable, bro.
Let me see.
I love you.
Damn.
5, 4. Y'all stupid.
Oh no,
Joe
man.
Moses.
Oh, y'all, I like yours. This nigga over here, he too cool.
He got the red hat. He got the red.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
accurate.
Yeah, that's
accurate as fuck.
That's
54th Street with the fuck up the summer.
Who
yeah.
won, Morgan? Who won? I know it's not me.
I do love Breeze, though. I ain't gonna cap.
Okay, so me and Storm gotta take a shot.
Hey.
That's crazy. Shout out to LA Rap Game. Drawing game.
Ow.
Yeah.
That was good. I like that
fun.
one.
I'm gonna
Take
take
our
mine
shot.
now.
You gonna take yours too?
Yes.
Okay, we out of here. We'll see you next week. Thank you for pulling up.
Thank
Absolutely.
you.
Thank you.
Man.